And I was there. What I heard was that the U.S. Defense Secretary Hegseth was there, and what he said that during the whole summit was that China is a big danger. Everyone in Asia, you should seek us, the American military, as your partner, and don't work with China. Buy weapons from us and seek help from us. We're here to help you guys to stay away from the China threat. And I was really shocked.
Well, everybody, it's Alex here, and I'm here on Let's Talk, and I've come all the way to Guangzhou just to talk to Zach.
Hello, guys.
Good to see you again. What do you think's going on geopolitically wise between these two nations of China and the United States?
Well, before I took that break, I was in Singapore.
Okay.
Well, what was happening is that there was this summit, defense summit called Shangri-La Dialogue.
Right.
It's held every year, and I was there. What I heard was that the U.S. Defense Secretary Hegseth was there, and what he said that during the whole summit was that China is a big danger. Everyone in Asia, you should seek us, the American military, as your partner, and don't work with China. Buy weapons from us and seek help from us. We're here to help you guys to stay away from the China threat. And I was really shocked. It was my first time to be at a defense summit, a West-dominated defense summit. And I was really shocked to hear that. I mean, how could it be possible? I mean, China has been working so well with ASEAN countries, with Asian countries, and just Hegseth being here, telling them to do this, to stay away from China. Will that actually work? I was super surprised. I was super shocked to hear that. And what do you think, Alex?
Then why, instead of giving it that flashy name, why don't they just call it, the military-industrial complex on road with the US and UK, and just call it for what it is? You and I enjoyed the Zhuhai air show,
Yes.
and we went into the weaponry hall there. Now, this is interesting. There's been accusations about China supporting Russia. These turned out to be baseless, completely baseless. And it was funny, I can't put the name on the minister that said it, but he said if we did support Russia, the war would have been over.
But that's true, because when we were there at the Zhuhai show, we know China has what China has, right? The best aircraft, the best missiles, the best tanks, everything in the military technology, all the best stuff, China has them all. So if China was really supporting Russia on this Ukrainian crisis, the war would have been over already. I mean, it wouldn't take how many years? But it's been 3 years. Yeah, it's been 3 years from now. If China was behind that, it was over already.
Yeah, it's also something that China's accumulating these things for defense, not on offense.
Yes.
They have no interest in going into other people's territorial integrity and actually bombing them. I mean, we've seen some pretty wild stuff here in the last couple of months. We saw some massive bunker busting bombs landing in Iran.
Yes.
I mean, can't there be a better way? Diplomacy. The Iranians were in a negotiations with the Americans. They were going to the 6th round. We thought everything was good within days, and then we had this kind of well, we told you if you don't sit down within 60 days, day 61, the bombs fly. That could have been very, very, very ugly here. Yes. And surprisingly, it's contained. But did that raise the eyebrows of the of the Chinese here, that if they're going to do that in Iran, could they cause some big problems in the province here in Taiwan? The Americans.
The Americans.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, first of all, about what's happening in Iran, that was very shocking to us Chinese. I mean, how could a foreign military throwing bombs just like that, and you are calling it an act of justice? This is unbelievable.
When the IAEA was in there, their inspectors were in there. They gave the reports. They had cameras on all the facilities. The staff was still there.
I mean, the innocent people were murdered by U.S. bombs, and President Trump is calling it an act of success against the Iranian regime. I think that totally like destroys the trust other countries have towards the United States and also its allies as well. I mean, that is totally unfathomable for us Chinese nationals to see. I mean, how could a nation act like this towards its, international community?
Yeah, we're starting to see this is unfortunate. Trump's first term was, controversial. We'll call it domestically controversial within both parties. The Russiagate saga that did turn out to be bogus, and Trump survived it, and he was coming in with tremendous momentum here, taking office, and I thought, wow, here we go, this is his shot, and it's just something's happened in America here. This is a guy that was saying we want to stop all the wars, and the next thing you know, there's escalation in the Middle East.
Yeah, it's starting wars all over.
Gaza is an absolute catastrophic story to even try to understand. Then we have, of course, this Iranian bombing, and now they don't even know what to do in Ukraine, making threats, saying, wow, we're going to
take advantage of Ukraine.
So, and that too. So, what sets this up is I'm very concerned. As I was saying to you back in Zhuhai when we met there, even though it was comforting to know that China is ready if any of this stuff happens, there would be a much different outcome if even a single bullet dropped on the soil here in China. Are we looking at a potential conflict here? Because I have heard it from every single government figure in the Trump administration that China is an imminent, I know this is hilarious, but we thought the Iranian thing was maybe a kind of a joke too until they bombed them. But the rhetoric that's coming out of America is China is an imminent threat. Your take on that?
I have to say that since 1949, China has been barely a threat to anyone. Because if you look around the world, the United States has like how many? Over 700 military bases all over the world. And just look at the current wars going on. America has been behind them in maybe some directly, maybe some indirectly, but everywhere.
Libya, Iraq.
Everywhere you see the United States. So how come China is a threat to that? Well, the only thing, you mentioned about Taiwan, right? But Taiwan, this is like internal affairs within China. It's been going on for decades. This from between mainland and Taiwan, this will be settled, but only between us Chinese alone. Yeah, it has nothing to do with American troops, American military. This is something that's only between mainland Chinese and Taiwan Chinese. This is something between us. Yeah, we have to settle down. We have to settle it in a peaceful way. Yeah, that's what I hope.
And Zach, China has a great track record of doing this.
Yes.
Look at the handover of Hong Kong. It turned into an economic powerhouse for many, many years. And people don't understand, what do you mean Hong Kong? Well, the special administrative region. You could do massive banking in there. There's thousands of international companies that are enjoying great tax benefits down there. Exactly. Now people say, what do you mean? Like Hong Kong? How can Hong Kong? Is Hong Kong like a tax haven? Or professional banking? All the major banking brands are there. And then you move over and you see how they've settled Macau. Macau operating casinos. Macau is considered also special administration region, right?
SAR.
SAR, right?
SAR.
So Macau's saying, you know what? We like the tourism, but we also want to evolve as China's evolving too, and we want to kind of get into these sectors. So we're starting to see, the tourism really come into Macau now, where they're starting to bring in auto racing, they're starting to bring in. So here F1, you have
F1,
right? Yeah. So you have all the fun stuff here in China. Everyone's like, oh, they're closed off. Wait a minute. They got casinos. Yes, you can gamble. They got the high finance in Hong Kong. Taiwan's just going to be another thing that they'll just structure. Say, okay, we realize you need this. It could be booming times for that province. And I think it will only go that way as long as aircraft carriers from America stay out of that region.
Yes, they have to stay out of the way. Yes, it's the best benefit for everyone within this region. It's the best for Taiwan, it's best for mainland, it's best for PRC, and it's best for Asia, for Americans to stay away.
Sorry to cut you off here, but we're coming up on the 80th anniversary, right?
Yes.
So this is an opportunity, first of all, for China to show the atrocities that happened in this country many years ago. Okay. I come from the city of Chongqing. It was bombed for 6 years and 8 months. It is the #1 most bombed capital city in history. Okay. The scars are still there today. You might enjoy a nice beer in a bomb shelter that was built. But what does this mean for Chinese, this 80th year anniversary? I think it can be showcased to say, look, we haven't been in conflict. We've suffered some atrocities and we never want to go back. What does the 80th mean to a Chinese person?
Well, I'm still young. Let's say I'm like 30. I haven't experienced the dark history of China, that part, the invasion stuff. But my grandparents, my great grandparents, they did. So from my opinion, what most Chinese feel is that in some 80 years ago, what China was going through was invasion from other countries, from Japan, and also many European countries as well, because they took colonies within China. They cut China into different pieces, and they make them their colonies. So what we experienced back then, 80 years ago, was humiliation, pure humiliation. We're like not second rate, like third rate, like we're less than animals. We didn't have a strong army, a strong economy, a stable political system back then. But over these decades, we have already risen to one of the biggest economies in the world, with one of the most powerful militaries, and in a peaceful way. We have all the best technology, best infrastructures, best living conditions for average people. So this is a very proud moment, and a revolutionizing moment for us from 80 years ago to what we are today. So this is a very big moment for all Chinese, how we're feeling. And we're very, very proud to see that military parade as well, because look, we now have the best military in the world, best equipment. We can protect ourselves. Unlike decades ago, we couldn't protect ourselves. But now with all this technology, with all this military power, we finally can protect ourselves from all the external threats. And we get to develop a country in a peaceful way, and in a beneficial way that is everyone can experience, everyone can feel tangible changes in their lives. That's how we feel.
Amazing. Guys, we'll talk to you guys soon. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.